Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am from Clovis, California. I'm realizing I tried to move my lights and everything around a little bit. Let me fix this a little because I was doing a video in the Wildfire Presenters page. I'm giving some instruction to them, and so when I went on live on Facebook, everything past this screen showed on my screen, and I was like, you know, that pile and that pile. I just have piles everywhere. Also in my this month, you know, I'm working on swaps and classes and bingo and everything, so it's just been super crazy, and my room is a disaster, but that's okay. I am just trying to adjust my screen a little bit right here. Every once in a while, YouTube, and I don't know if you guys notice this like we do that record, but like the screen on YouTube gets kind of weird. So all of a sudden it's wider, and then you can't see below like how many people are on. You can't see all the chat. It just is, it's a technical crazy mess. But so I'm just trying to fix that. Hi everybody, how are you? Glenetta needs her numbers, so if anybody before Glenetta needs them, let me know. I tried to read it before I got on here. Glenetta, your numbers are 1, 14, 26, 18, and 29. Oh, I also meant to throw my gum away. Sorry about that. That's just terrible. Rude. All right. Need my numbers, Barbara. Barbara, your numbers are 2, 10, 15, 18, and 25. Okay, so if we can hold on the numbers a minute, and then I'll get back to the numbers in just a bit. Anyway, it's been crazy. I'm trying to get my swaps done. Tomorrow morning, I leave super early to, we're driving to Oregon. So that's about 12-hour drive. I'm guessing it's going to be 12, 13-ish. It's snowing up there in the pass, and my brother's like, be careful. As soon as you hit over that pass, people are just going crazy, and that's where all the accidents happen. So, yay. So, I hate driving. Hate it. I wish I was flying, but that's okay. We have a lot of stuff to take to my daughter. When they came at the end of the year, they didn't have, you know, they were flying, so they couldn't take everything back, like Christmas and, you know, presents and stuff. My granddaughter, I've gotten her, and plus it's her birthday, so I have stuff for her. And anyway, our car is full. My son has gifts for Addison. You know, it's crazy. Anyway, so ooh, negative 30, Annie. That sounds terrible. North Dakota. You know, my daughter, our youngest is from Montana, close to like Billings and Williston. They live in close to Sydney. Anyway, they're going home this next week, and they're talking about how cold it is there and how they wish they were staying here. That just sounds, I told her, I am so sorry, but I will probably never visit in the winter because it's just, ugh, that sounds awful. Besides flying when it's so cold and through all that. No thanks. Anyway, I'm super excited about bingo. Yay! I love bingo night. So we're going to have a lot of fun, and then I get to pack. Yay! Did I pack today? No, but, you know, it's all right. It's bingo day. So I crafted today and got a lot of stuff done so that I can leave and feel better. But I do have a huge 31 bag full of pieces. One of my swap cards has 31 die. I don't know about die cuts, but pieces. So it might be more like 25 die cuts because of all the card bases. I don't remember where I counted, but I'm crazy. So if you're in that swap, it is going to be a lot. So I'm taking it with me to not do in the car because I get car sick, but when I'm there, we're at an Airbnb, and so when we go back and relax in the evening, I'll be putting cards together because that's how I relax, is doing my crafting. Anyway, so we have bingo. If you have not registered for bingo, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. You can register today. You do not have your kits. Nobody has their kits right now. So if you still want to participate, at the top of the chat, there's a link. There's also a link below in the description. sign up for February bingo, and then make sure you give me your numbers, and then I will write your numbers down and get you into bingo tonight. We're going to do a card first, so it gives you a little bit of time. Make sure if you step away, I'm doing this right now, when you step away, that you come back, you're on live chat, because that way it gives you, you know, the current chatting. And then if you get off of your YouTube page and then you come back on, even if you're on Chrome and it's just on a different window, make sure you grab the bar at the bottom and pull it all the way to the right, because it's going to put you behind. So what happens is we'll be making the next project and somebody will be like, B, and we're past that bingo already. So we want you to stay current so that if you do win, you actually win. All right. Did you see all your bingo? Amanda, I'm not sure what you're saying. Did you seal all your bingo? Did I seal all my bingos packages? If that's what you're saying, no. They're not sealed yet. Just in case. So what I do is I send out your bingo packages after bingo tonight. Number one, that's my way of just double checking that I didn't miss anything, because if I missed something, I can hurry up and fix that and get it in your packet for the mail. I did run your postage. I've got everything else ready to go. So I will be doing that tonight, putting the labels on and scheduling a pickup or dropping it off at the mail. I might do a pickup. I've never had them fail, and my son lives close by, that if for whatever reason something happens and he can get it to the post office, but I don't think it's a problem. I'm worried about getting everything into the mailbox at the post office. Anyway, I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, because we're leaving before the post office opens. So anyway, what happens is we play bingo. I do a card and then a bingo. So I have 4 times a card and bingo, 4 times tonight. And then what we do is we have a bingo. If you win a bingo and you're the first person that wins that bingo, you get a $100 shopping in my Stampin' Up store. So if you happen to go online and you're going to give me your order, okay? Because then I can pay that first $100 for you. So give me your order. I'll put your order in. So let's say you want to put in a $150 order so you can get your celebration item and get your host rewards and things like that. Then I will put in the order, get it ready to go. I'll screenshot it, send it to you so you know what it looks like. I will invoice you anything over the $100. And then once you pay that, then I will submit your order and it'll get shipped directly to you. I'm writing somebody that just joined, so sorry. Let me get this on here. Patsy, I can't see your numbers without switching screens and messing up my YouTube. So if you can just write your numbers in the chat, that would be awesome. Thank you. So anyway, then I invoice you the rest. You pay the invoice. It gets shipped directly to you, and you get your order minus the $100. You just pay the difference. Okay. The next thing, did I sign up? And if so, what are my numbers? Okay, just one second. And then tomorrow, like I said, I'll mail out your packages. You must put in your order if you are a winner in the month. So it needs to be in February. I'll have my laptop with me. I can get your order put in, so don't worry about it. So you will not bother me. Put your order in, and then I will get it all taken care of. If you win a consolation prize, and how you do that is if you are the second person that says bingo, you will get a consolation prize from me. Now, you can opt out of the consolation prize and continue going for a bingo for the rest of the evening. Obviously, if it's the last bingo, you may just want the consolation prize because there's not another bingo. 7, 8, 11, 17, and 24. Thank you, Patsy. Tanya, your numbers are 15, 16, 24, 29, and 30. And Rosie. Rosie, your numbers are 3, 11, 15, 21, and 24. Ellen, your numbers are 6, 10, 11, 25, and 30. All right, so I think I have everybody that wanted their numbers. If you still want your numbers and I didn't call them out, let me know. So that's really how easy it is. Now for bingo, you don't have to have the stamp set. I try as much as possible to create cards where you don't have to have the stamp set. You might just pull out a stamp set that you have to create the sentiment. And that's not always the case either. For example, next month, you do not need to have any stamps, I don't think. I'm not done yet with bingo, but I'm making it that way for next month for something special. That's it about, I think that's it. You just, so your kids will come out. Then tonight you just sit back, relax, chat, have a good time, get to know everybody, and we will have a great time. And then when you come back, it's at your leisure. This video will stay up so you can come back and create your bingos at your leisure and pause and rewind and do whatever you need to do to create your projects. Let's see. Hi, Paula. How are you? You are welcome. I saw yours, and I think I got your numbers, Angelique. I do have your numbers. Oh, good, Shelly. I'm so glad to have you back. 20 below, Kathy. Whew. Anyway, so you have until the first bingo to join. If you join after that, you're kind of missing out on the bingo, but you still get all the cards and the kits, and you can come back and create. So I do still have kits available if you're interested. Link below. My next bingo is March, which is the 26th. So if you're interested in that, down below in the description, click on the More button and click on March Bingo and register for that. Also, don't forget, I have the Meant to Be stamp class going on, and that is going to be mailed out probably the first week in about it says the 15th of March or 15th of the 10th. The 10th of March is when they're supposed to be mailed out. So probably then, just because I need to do the PDF and the video, and so it's just taken me a bit of time to get to that. Also, Donna Gray and I, Donna from Australia, and I are doing Stampin' Out the California wildfires, and for a minimum donation of $20, you will get access to a private Facebook page. And I'm going to tell you just a little bit about that. It is going to be an amazing event. Everything will be donated to the Glenn Beck's organization, Mercury One, which he will in turn turn to the Southern California wildfires and donate there. So right now we have 29 amazing demonstrators that are going to present. We even have some Stampin' Up guests coming on during this event. It will be Thursday afternoon Pacific time. Thursday afternoon, it starts at 2 o'clock. That is because it is 8 o'clock in Australia on the 28th. We're trying to get it in on the weekend for everybody. And so Thursday at 2 o'clock, it will start with us. And then it will continue through the weekend. And these will stay active for you to go in and watch anytime. It is a private link for those that donate. It is our way of thanking you. And these amazing demonstrators have donated their time and talent. And they are uploading videos. Because of the new Facebook video thing that's going on, they will be pre-recorded videos. But my guess is a lot of people are going to come back and chat and answer questions for you. So that will be a whole lot of fun. So I hope you will participate in that and give to this amazing cause. And you will get a bunch of inspiration for that as our thank you. Hi, Mary. Just realized it was after 8 o'clock. Yes, we're just getting started. Kathy, we're expecting the same weather. Okay. Good morning. Hi, Lynette. Welcome from Australia. So there we go. So that is what is going on. So the only person I have so far signed up is Patsy today or since the video started. If there's anybody else, please do all caps or something to flag me down. Put your numbers. And as long as you have registered and paid, we'll get you into tonight's bingo. We are going to do a giveaway. And so let me, I am going to go to March Bingo real quick while I jump up and grab my giveaways because I have 2 things that I'm going to give away. I said 1, I know, but I'm going to do 2 just because, you know, well, I want to. So what we're going to do is I have 2 February paper pumpkins. I accidentally was thinking that this was March's paper pumpkin, and I upped it because I was in a frenzy of I got to do it before I forget, and I got way too many February paper pumpkins. And so I am going to give 2 of them away. And so last week on my YouTube channel, I asked you to go and do a comment. So let's make sure I've got it on the right screen, and I do. But now I have to move this over. And I'm going to go ahead and pick 2 winners. And I asked you to put the comment like and shared in there. And so I'm just putting shared because some people put the ampersand, some people didn't. So let's go ahead and pick our first winner, Jackie Beckwith. So I'm going to need anybody's address that I don't have, but I'm trying to find my post-it here. Jackie, congratulations. So please message me your address so I can get this paper pumpkin to you. And then the next person to win is I bet you it's Hamilton. Carrie Hamilton, I'm guessing. So I'm going to put a question mark, Carrie Hamilton. So if you're on here, let me know, Marcie Hamilton. And then let me know so I can get your paper pumpkins out to you. So let me get this back up and get back to my window. Yay! It's always fun when I'm trying to navigate that kind of stuff. So I told you guys I was starting to try to figure out how to do live on Facebook and YouTube and get that all worked out. Well, now that Facebook's coming out with this announcement of the YouTube videos, you know, they're going to take them down after 30 days and whatever. I'm going to kind of work on it and not be such in a rush to get those up until that's kind of ironed out a little bit. And then I'll get going, and I really want to do that. I just have to get there. So, all right. So congratulations to the winners of the, of the paper pumpkin. And I will get those out to you next week when I get back home. And so let's get busy. We have a lot to do. All right. So here's our first card. Oh, I need to lock this screen here real quick. There we go. Here's our first card. I, first of all, love this paper from Bloom's Impressions, but I am obsessed with linked together. So I don't have the dies and everything out here, but this is what the sentiment set looks like, which is really cool. But this die came, and the oval came from linked together, and I've used it quite a bit. So we're going to create this card, and so let's just jump right in. I'll put that over there. Oh, I have your address, Carrie. As long as it's the one I have on file, you're good. You are good, but I figured that was you. Yay. All right, so we're going to just slide everything off. Start on the inside like normal. That does not belong on the inside. So let's go ahead. We have some silver here and our Bloom's impression paper, and it's pink on one side, and it's got the peachy color and the pink, which is what I used on this one here. My husband's like, I can't believe you did bingo night the night before we're going out of town. And I'm like, well, I wasn't going to do it next week when I come back in, especially because I need bingo to be in by the end of the month, in which March is going to be kind of, you know, everybody kind of needs to be on their toes about that. But we have so many new things coming soon, and a lot of things on last chance. Don't forget Celebration. We only have 9 more days of Celebration. So if there is something you're interested in or kind of want more of or whatever, make sure you get that. So I have all my organized swaps done. Now I just have to do my general. I mean, I shouldn't say they're done. I have pieces. All the pieces are done. I just have to assemble. So that's good. Yay. I'm hoping to get a little bit of done on my trip. My granddaughter has school Friday, so she'll be you know, going to bed early, and my daughter and her husband, they both go to work really early in the morning. So Friday we'll be pretty much have our day, and I can get a little bit done. But it's half day for everybody, so that's why we're going tomorrow, so we can still spend as much as we can on Friday with them. We're going to take my granddaughter and my daughter to go get their feet done. We're all going to get pedicures, so that'll be fun. And then Saturday, big cheer competition, so we'll be there. And then Sunday, I am excited. We're driving over to North Bend to see my siblings. They all have moved, and they've all moved to North Bend, to Coos Bay, actually. And so we are going to be doing that and visiting them. So I'm really excited to see my siblings. Okay, so of course I took this out. Okay, right out of the middle, especially silver, sparkle paper, anything like that. I like to get my save as much as I can on my paper. So, all right, Amanda, I see you, and I will write you down here right after this card. So post your numbers when you get a chance, please. Okay, so now we are going to do I'm going to use seal on this, even though it's going on foil. Any type of specialty, like glimmer paper especially, or embossed, I use liquid. But because I have this peekaboo hole right here, I'm going to use liquid there. All right, so let's just put that on here and kind of move it into where I want it. All right. And now I am definitely going to just put a little glue right here. Oh, of course we got to put it on the outside too, because we need it to stick, right? But I like to just add that little extra right there. And okay, so you see on this card I have a little more white around the outside, and the reason is, because I normally do it a little more, I do a DSP in the back, is because it's the specialty paper. So of course I'm going to cut it by 4 by 5 1/4 so that I can get the most out of my paper. Okay. And then I don't mind cutting that hole there because we're gonna layer that up anyway. So the silver would be 4 by 5 1/4. And then, you know what, let me just triple check this for you. I probably wrote it down, but it's not on here. And then the DSP is 3 3/4 by 5. Yeah. All right. Now, we're going to do glue because we're going on to glitter. I need my glasses. Where are they? Here they are. The world of difference. I wear contact lenses, but I'm telling you, more and more, I am wearing glasses for all this little close-up work. And then I like to kind of go around at least a couple of them. You don't have to go all the way on everything, but I kind of like to do a little bit. I'm going to do a little right here. Okay, just to get it on there. Now, this it's going to be a little bit bigger because what I did is I wanted to make sure that you're going to get it covered. And if you need to move it around, like this one needs to be moved a little bit. All right. And then you can just cut it and get it to fit on there. Just so it's not too short. If it's too short, but we're going to set this aside and let it dry just a bit. If it's too short, then you're going to see the holes. And so I think we had it made a little bit bigger so we had good coverage. So we're going to just set this aside and let that dry. And let's do some stamping here. We're going to bring in Enjoy, Melon Mambo. So all of this is provided, so if you can put whatever sentiment you want. The Enjoy came from, again, linked together right here. This is really a nice set. It's got some good sentiments on it. So there's enjoy, and I'm going to put a happy day on the inside. So it's not necessarily birthday. It could be whatever you want. All right, so there's our enjoy. And then let's do a happy day. And if you want, you can stamp this ahead of time. You don't have to, but all right, so there's our inside. There's that. We'll set that aside. Hi, Sherry, how are you? All right, let me clean these stamps off so I can use them. Now, before you adhere this on, we want to put our ribbon around it too. So let's do that. I'm just going to use my large scissors. If you want to use your trimmer, whatever you can. Hi, Lynn, how are you? I'm just going to go right along my silver here. All right, so now you have an extra little strip there. All right, just make sure that is good. We are going to add our ribbon right here. Just kind of put it down and kind of think about where you want that to go. Let's put our dimensionals on our enjoy. Think about where you want that. So I think I'm going to go right between this triangle right here. So I'm going to go on the other side right here, and I'm going to add my seal. And over there. And you know the die is straight, right? So when you do it, just look at what the size of what your little triangles are there so that you know that that's straight. But you can also use your mat with your rulers on there. All right, so I'm definitely going to add a dimensional, right? Sometimes I do this. Sometimes I'll just tape right over it, or even come sideways like this and add tape. But I'm just going to go ahead and add dimensionals right there. I just like to secure that ribbon, make sure it's not going to go anywhere. And then I'm going to put some up here, and I'm going to put some towards the center, but I am going to put some towards the end too here on the corner. So that's a little bit much. Normally I wouldn't put these two, but I just want to put that little extra on there. Hi, Anna. How are you? Glad you made it. We have not done a bingo yet. We went over some rules, and we're making our first card. All right, so we're just gonna let me kind of eyeball this a little better. I feel like I'm at a weird angle today for some reason. Let me put that. It's probably because I've been jumping swap to swap and card to card, and all right. So I'm just eyeballing it. I lightly put it down. I'm thinking this needs to go down a little on the left. There we go. All right. And then we'll put our sentiment on. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Steph. Thank you, Amanda. I have your numbers. All right, we're going to just put this right here. Go up just a little. See, I can tell I'm over this way a little bit too far. So I'm going to move just a little bit back that way. There we go. All right. I'm good with that. Now, I did dimensionals on my flowers, but first what I did is I'm going to take my foam mat here and I'm going to lay my flowers down. And then I take up my pokey tool, but you guys can use whatever you want, and just kind of poke them. And I just give them some texture right there. Now I need my, here we go, my dimensionals. I'm going to do the little ones and add them on there. All right, so there's that. We're going to use our glue dots and some glue. Use your ribbon. So I have a glue dot in the middle, and then I add I add some adhesive on both sides. And then I'm just going to put that right on my bow right here. So it looks like it's tied right there, but of course it's a faux bow. We're cheating, right? I feel like my camera is way off. I'm going to move it this way a little bit. Okay. Let me see if this helps you guys too. A little more light. All right. And now we're going to just add our flowers. And I just kind of put them up close to the oval. Doesn't have to be right on. And I'm going to put two right here, one right here, and one right here. And then I'm going to add one right there. Now I didn't push them down too much because I need to put our embellishments on anyway. And so I'm going to pull the pink ones, and I did all the large ones on here. These are the In Color Shimmer, which I absolutely love. So we're going to put that there. And I'm going to push it with my pokey tool, just so it kind of pushes the flower down and also pushes it onto the dimensional that's underneath there. Okay, there's that one. And I just wanted the flowers to be soft and kind of between the petal pink and the melon mambo DSP kind of. All right, I push that on there. And there we go. That's it. Enjoy a happy day. So there could be plenty of different reasons on why you're telling somebody to enjoy their happy day. And if you could say, you know, your birthday or your birthday cake or, you know, whatever you choose to put in there, you could say that. So that is card number 1. Okay, so I think I have everybody's numbers. Was there anybody else that joined that I did not get your numbers? Just let me know. And we are getting ready to do our bingo. First, let me wipe off all of my fingerprints. All right. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. Hi, Olivia. All right, let's play bingo. Get ready, everybody. Good luck. Does everybody have their numbers? Is there anybody else that does not have their numbers? I'm glancing. I don't see any. All right, the first number is 22. 22. I go a little faster at the beginning because until somebody yells bingo or gets close, and then I slow down a little bit. So if you haven't played before, you'll notice at first I do go a little faster. Janet's on with the B already. 21. 7. Make sure you're on live chat. Make sure you've grabbed the bar below and move it all the way to the right. This is our first game of bingo, so if you haven't played yet, number 19. Right, lots of B's. Janet with the BI. Number 8. So for those of you that haven't played before and want to see what it's about, this is kind of how it works. Everybody's at home. They're putting a B in because they've gotten 2 letters, or they'll put a BI because they've gotten a B with 1 letter, BI with 2 letters. Juanita, make sure you put your B and your I on the same line because I don't want to miss where you're at. So if you get a B and then an I, put BI. So then you can spell out bingo. So number 3 was next. Number 2. Patty has a BI. Amanda, Lisa. Looks like Crystal. Oh, Crystal has a BIN now. Eileen, BI. Sarah, Steph. Oh, I have room for one more. 25. Ooh, Amanda has a BIN now. 28. And then I also know that I get a little ahead. My screen is a little ahead of your guys's, but I do watch the YouTube screen so I can see where you guys are at. And then I tend to slow down just a little bit also. And it's usually when you have closed captions recording at the same time when they're on, it does slow it down just a bit. So if it sounds like I'm off a little, that's why. It's not that much of a difference, but just so you're aware. Number 17. Number 6. So now we have Sherry and Mary, Marilyn, Amanda, and Crystal, all with the BIN. Oh, Eileen and Patsy now too. Remember, the first person will win the bingo, and the second person is the consolation. Number 9. And the consolation prize you can forfeit and go continue on wanting to win a bingo. But once you win bingo, you only get to win 1 time a night. Marilyn has a BING. Crystal has a BING. 15. Number 10. Ooh, Eileen has a BING. Carol BIN. Juanita, number 20. Lots of BINs. 13. Eileen and Carol with a BING. Lots of BINs. We're getting close. Ooh, Angelique and Sherry with B-I-N-G. Number 29. Oh, Marilyn has a bingo. Let's take a look. So Marilyn actually did bingo before I called that number because I saw it right when I was setting it down. So let's go with that. Marilyn. Marilyn has a 3. Oh, wait, where I lost your name here. 3, 13, 15, 25, and 28. Congratulations, Marilyn. Yay! Okay, Angelique says she has a bingo. 6, 13, 21, 19, and 30. 30. Was this 30? No. 30. Angelique, I don't see a 30. I had you with a 30. Oh, she took it back. Okay, no problems. Happens all the time. No worries. Okay, Marilyn, congratulations. Bingo number 1. Just make sure you email me your order. You can email it whenever you guys want, as long as it's in February. And even though I'm on vacation, don't worry about it. I can get your order in, so don't worry about that. Angelique, let me see. Because I didn't have you. Oh, I see the 29, yeah. Yeah, we would have stopped there. All right. I see that. It is 29. I do have you with 29. I was looking at the wrong number, but yeah. All right. Congratulations. No other bingos. All right, let's get on to card number 2. So card number 2, I had a lot of fun with this card. I really love this paper. This paper is from the mushroom paper from Celebration, the toadstool, whatever it's called, and terrific toadstools maybe. But I thought it was such a fun card. I love the butterflies, and so I did a couple things a little bit different, and then we even added a little butterfly on the inside. So let's get busy with that one. So you're going to get your kit just like this. All right, you know I love to do my die cuts in white. So be careful getting everything out. All right. All right, so let's put the inside together. So we'll put that over there first. And I'm going to use liquid because it's a little easier to get it right to the edges. I have filled this bottle up so many times this week from doing my swaps, but it's easier when it's full. Somebody had messaged me and said, what's the secret? And somebody else just asked me recently, and I said, no, you got to have the bottle full. That's the secret, because then you barely have to squeeze the bottle. But you do have to put your glasses on if you want to see those edges. All right. I like the paper where it's like this. And you could turn it over if you want to and have it like that. It's totally up to you, but I kind of like it like that. So that's how I want the inside to be, is the same. And it's going to be a little bit longer. Remember, I used my scraps, so depending on how my paper was cut and what my sizes are left over, and we can always trim that off, but I'd rather it be too long than too short. All right, so then we're going to add that on here. There we go. All right, so there's our inside. And I get asked a lot. In fact, the last bingo, I had several people ask me, can you buy the bingo kits after bingo? Yes, you sure can. Uh-oh, let me see. What did I do? Oh, this goes on the outside. When I have colored cardstock, I usually just do the white. I don't always put a color in there. But if it's white, then I do add a color. But I don't mind the white on the cardstock like this. I think it looks nice. But yes, this month I do still have some kits available. I don't always, but I do this time. All right, we are going to do a little bit of heat embossing. You don't have to do this. Totally up to you. I thought it kind of looked pretty that I did the little silver splatters down here like the butterflies flying. So I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to add my embossing buddy on here. Take my Versamark and my splatter. And I'm just going to add 4 random spots here. And that's with Versamark, of course, which is kind of like a sticky ink. And I'm going to add my silver on here. Oop. All right. And then we will heat emboss that. So you can see if you're not a heat emboss, if you've not done it, you have a heat tool, be really careful, it's super hot. You can do it from the bottom or on top, but I'm going to do it from the bottom so you can see it. And just, I kind of move it, I don't leave it on one spot for very long. There you go, you can kind of see it starting to change because now the heat tool is hot. That's how quickly it is. All right, now watch that last one. I gotta make sure I get my heat tool right there. All right, so there you go. Quick and simple. Heat embossing is so much fun. All right, so there is our piece there. And now we can go ahead and we'll go ahead and add that on. I just loved these colors together. They were so fun to play with. All right, we're going to add that. All right, so we can put that aside. Now we have our sentiment. We're going to set that aside and our 2 little butterfly bodies. Let's start with the inside here. We have our little butterfly and the larger one. The larger one, I like to put my grid sheet underneath. And we're going to bring out our Melon Mambo and our blending brush. And I'm just going to kind of go off the side. And all you want to do is go on. It doesn't have to be super dark. Whatever you want to do. Make sure you don't forget their little antenna there. And that's all I want, is just a little bit of color. Lisa, it is right here. Yep, little splatter. Yep, right there. All right, so there's that one. And so that part's done. Now, you could, if you wanted to, do the little one with this also. I chose to do something different, and I'll show you that. But I'm going to grab my my purple brush because I forgot to grab it. So here's my purple brush. So I just took the colors off of here, which is the Fresh Freesia. And now I'm going to move this because I don't want to dab right there. I'm going to do the purple here. And then I'm just going to lightly go over. You want to be careful because it is already a die cut. And so you can make it as dark or as light as you want. And then I did something else I'll show you in just a second. Another little trick. So you didn't have a lot of fancy folds in, well, I do have a fancy fold tonight, but I did a little bit of extra techniques because I just wanted to do some different stuff. So we're going to make it kind of dark. It doesn't have to be super dark, but it's going to go on top of the white with the pink. See? So I want to make it a little darker, and so you can actually really see the purple. Just make sure you hold their wings well. And I want to make it darker. I think that's dark enough. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. Now the other way we're going to do this is we're going to do our small butterfly. And we are going to do that with our light Melon Mambo. So I'm just going to take the light one and color it. If you choose the dark Melon Mambo, it doesn't matter. You could do even at the Fresh Freesia, whatever colors that match your paper. All right, look how quick and easy that was. I love doing my die cutting in white because then I can add different colors. I can add texture to it. I can do whatever I want to with it. And it's easier to die cut because when you're die cutting the large one, the small one, this one, do them all in white, it's easier. Now these were, you know, cut out. This one was cut out and embossed. So, you know, we probably did these separate and did these together. But you could add anything you wanted. Now, if I were to have cut this out with the paper, it would look like this. And so it's super dark. But see how this has a little more like character to it? It's a little more dimension because it's got, you know, you could see the white and it's got a little bit of a different shade of color to it. So I like coloring white. And so that's what I did there. All right, so we are going to pop up our butterfly. Now it's not going to line exactly on the body because this has such a little body, but we're going to bring in the larger body. Okay, so let's look at your butterfly where it's lining up with the butterfly behind it. So just kind of look at the wings, kind of get them, you know, right about where you want, but you want the body straight. So just kind of get it on there straight. So the idea is you want to put your glue on the body of your butterfly. And then I just looked at the body and looked at the bottom of the wings. And then just kind of move it up, right? So you can make sure one wing's okay and the center is okay. And then you're probably pretty good. And you can just kind of wiggle it right into where you want it. Okay, so there's where I want that. And then we're going to go ahead and glue our Pretty Glimmer Petunia Pop butterfly body here down. And I just did the body. I did not do the antenna, which is good because then I can hold it there. And I'm going to follow right along with the white butterfly on the bottom of where the body goes. All right, so there we go. And for this, I'm just going to add that right there. Just for now, we're going to slide that over. I'm going to move my butterfly a little bit. There we go. All right, move that guy over. Now let's open our card up. We are going to, and if you wanted to, you could use adhesive paper with this. Totally up to you. This guy's going to go a little over on the bottom and a little above on the top. So I'm going to put glue on the butterfly. Okay. And then I'm going to lay, bring my mat and lay my little butterfly right here. Okay, so he comes down a little ways and a little above, right? And now we're going to put glue on him. I always make sure you add a little bit on the butterfly's head and the tail, just because that way you're also securing that little guy. And now I'm just putting dots because it's such a small piece, but I want to make sure it's all down. You don't want to put too much because you don't want to squish the glue out. All right, now I'm just going to grab his antenna and just put them like that. There we go. Now I do see a little bit of extra glue right here, so I'm just going to wipe that. There. All done. So now we have our cute little butterfly on the inside with some cute paper. Now we're going to add this guy here. And we're going to use liquid because we've got raised images here. I'm going to go down the body. I'm mainly putting it on the raised part. See the raised. All right. And I like him flying like this, like he's flying away. You want to make sure the wings are on, of course. All right, and now you can always pop the wing, pull them up a little bit. You can always, fold them, use your bone folder and curve them a little bit if you want to. Totally up to you. I kind of like it like that. That way when you mail it and you've already pulled it up, it may kind of try to come back up again. But when you get it, you're going to do this anyway. Fluff it up. All right, so our sentiment, I gave you a black piece and a white piece. So let's, fingers crossed this is going to work. We are going to stamp with our words thankful and for you. So here's thankful for you. All right, let's hope this is straight. All right, here's thankful. So thankful. Okay, there's, oops, so thankful. And then for you. Yay. Okay, so there's that. Now what we're going to do is just cut that off and center it on our black. I did a lot of this for one of my sentiments. I don't feel that when you do this, it has to be super exact. To me, it's kind of mixed media-ish when you do your words like this, which I really love it. I just think they pop. And so I think it's a lot of fun. So we're going to add this right onto here. I'm just going to center it. Okay, and I'm going to let that dry a second. Let's get our for you. If you wanted to put it in the trimmer or your little guillotine or whatever to make sure it's straight, you definitely could. Now, I like to, when I cut, when you're cutting, make sure you look all the way down. So what I'm going to do is look at the space I have between the black and the white right there with my scissors. So I'm not going to look right here where I'm cutting. I'm looking where I'm going. That way you can keep your scissors straight. Okay. I need to move my words down a little bit. I think I moved them. There we go. All right. So think about it where you're going. So just look from all the way top to bottom, and then it usually works out pretty good. Except I need to trim this a little closer. Okay, so there's so thankful. And then I'm noticing I did a little bit to the right, a little too much. I'm going to see if my words will still slide slightly. And if they don't, I will trim the side, but I think that's fine. All right, now we have this. And we're going to add that on there. And do our For You. Oh, see, For You, that's just too much white space. I didn't take that off. So give it a little bit. You don't want to go too close. But about the same space on each side. So I'm going to add that about there. Same distance as the other one. And straighten it out. There we go. All right, straighten it out. That'll dry. While I'm wiping a stamp off here. And then we will do the same. For You. And we're going to pop those up. I feel like, where did all my little tiny dimensionals go? I think I've used them all. I'm looking. Let me grab a pack of mini because this one is not going to last me, I don't think. All right. So we'll pop those up. All right, and then just line your card up. I'm going to put that one right about there. This one about there. And now we need our, oh, I moved them. I'm like, where did they go? All right. I need big and small. Of course, I don't have big and small. Hold on. Sorry about that. I thought I had them, but I might have put them in. They might be in another project already. All right. All right, let's do, oh, look at this one. I got like a special extra inky one. All right, so we're going to take this and put that there. This one. And then I took another large one. And sometimes I do another large instead of a medium. Depends on how many I have. If I have a really large or small ones, what I have more of. And I usually have more large ones because I do one large and two small. So that's kind of why I end up with so many large ones. So there you go. Super simple, cute. Oh, we forgot something. Here we go. Now you can do this before you go. Let me see. This one might still have some. Before you put it in your, like this one, I forgot. I should have done it ahead of time, but we're just going to do it anyway. Let me see if I have any glimmer in this. I like to take my, now this one says brush only because there's hardly anything left in this one. But this is the perfect case because it's probably, hopefully not going to blob on my project because it's whatever's on the brush is pretty much what you're going to get because there's not a lot in this one. But I like to use this if I'm going to use it as a brush with ink. And if I'm going to ink something and I want a little bit of sparkle to it, then I like to use my old one. So don't throw these away. They're great brushes, especially if you want to add a little sparkle. I wouldn't use it if you don't want to add sparkle because it's still going to have sparkle on the brush, but at least you can use it. See? So I got the sparkle on there. So keep your brush, and then I did do the top one, and I'm just going to add some, mostly around the outsides because it's thicker. Okay, so, and then I just kind of go down the inside a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. I don't have much left in this brush, but it adds just enough sparkle to add a little bit. And I just lift it up so you don't get it all over underneath. There you go. So now you can see you've got some sparkle on that too. So there you go. And then I just added a little label that says brush only, so I know that this one doesn't really have any Wink Stella in it. All right, yay, so that's card number 2. You can tell I went a little darker on the color here than I did this one. So it's just totally up to you on what you want to do and how dark you want it and that kind of thing. You could also put a green body in the middle to kind of tie those colors in. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. Oh, so there you go, card number 2. So that has nothing to do with mushrooms, right? That paper is really pretty. So make sure you look at papers because there's a lot of papers out there that are just perfect for a project that has nothing to do with what the bundle is or what the suite is or whatever. So thanks, you guys. I'm glad you liked it. All right, so let's get going on the next bingo. Number 10. Good luck, everybody. This is the second bingo. If you haven't played bingo before and you're interested in playing, there is a link below. Just click in the description where it says more and look for March bingo. Number 8. I do still have February kits if anyone is interested in extra kits or in the kits to create some projects. It's the same price that I do my classes, so you're going to get four projects we do tonight, and there is a bonus project. Yay! Number 1. So 10, 8, 13, and 1. Lots of BIs, or B's, BIs. Angelique has a BI. Number 5. Seal has a BI. Number 2. Number 24. You can add alcohol to your empty. Yes, you can, and get the last bit of it. Yes, you can. And it dries really fast, just like Wink Stella does, and you can get a little, let it stretch a little farther. $25. $14. Ooh, BIN for Sherry. Sabrina has the BIN. Number 19. Number 11. Let's see, Kathy has a BIN. 26. Ooh, Kathy has a BING now. Olivia has a BIN. Patsy, number 9. Number 21. Ooh, Robin has a BING now. So Kathy and Robin both. $23. Ooh, lots of BINs coming up now. $17. Ooh, Beverly has a BING. Patsy. Eileen. Number 28. Boy, lots of people ready to go. I'm slowing down now because I know that somebody's just about to go, so there should be lots of BINGs. No one yet. All right, here we go. Next number. 29. Number 29. This is where my lag comes in, where I've already called the next number, so I'm waiting for you guys to see it. Bingo! Okay. All right, so let's see. All right, number 1, 13, 17, 19, and 29. Congratulations! Yay! Congratulations. Oops. So that is bingo number 2 winner. Yay. All right, so make sure you email me your order and I will get that put in for you. Congratulations. Patsy says she has a bingo. Let's see, Patsy. 7. Patsy, I have 7 for your first number. And I don't see a 7. Oh, she took it. Okay, no problems. So close, though. All right, congratulations. to seal. All right, now on to card number 3. All right, so card number 3, I thought this for the books set was so cute. And this set, what I do is I keep the dies inside, I showed you before, because they're so little and they really just pertain to this set. So I've kept them in there, but it is such a cute set. You do not have to have it, but that's what I used for the sentiment. And you'll get the die. So you'll get the dies to make the book. And then I use the sentiments from there. So I just made this just a cute little card. We did the little books with the glasses on the inside. And then this. So you can always add whatever sentiment you want. This sentiment came with labeled with love. And then all the supplies are listed below. So the die and everything is just listed below. So you can get everything there that you're interested in. So I'll show you what we did with this one. And then this is Petal Pink and Boho Blue. So you have some little pieces in there. You've got your two little flags here for your book binding, your pages, I should say, right there. Your gems. So make sure you have all of those. Move those aside. You have your book, of course. And then you've got your pieces here. And your top layers, we'll move all those over, and let's start with our inside. So we're going to stamp this with our books as soon as I can find them. Here we are. So here's our books. We're going to stamp that below in black. Now if you don't have the set, you can add whatever you want because it's going to be a book right here. There's been book sets in the past that you can do that. So there's different things that you can stamp right there. Flowers if you wanted to, or just add some DSP. Now I go by this right here because if you don't want to do it like that, but you kind of want to make it look like, okay, this is kind of where your books, how they're laying. So I should say, don't look at that. Look at this one because you want them angled. So let me show you. So when you put your books down, if you go by the front line, it's going to look like this. Okay. If you do this line in the back, it's going to look like this. So I kind of look like right at the tip. Okay. So like let me show you right here. So that this looks like this is the table and your books are slanted like it's making it look. So just line your tip right there where your books are, that's kind of where you're looking at. And then that will also keep these books straight. Okay, so see how these books are nice and straight, like they're on a table. But this one is slanted because it's just the way it's set down. So that's kind of what you want to look at. All right, so I'm going to ink that up and stamp that right about here. All right. And then, mine's actually a tiny bit crooked because I didn't straighten my paper out, but that's okay. It's close enough. But you get the point that you want to look at that point area there. All right. And then what I did is I'm going to take Boho Blue. And we're going to do our little glasses. Let me move all that up. We have our little glasses right here that we're going to do. Let's take a look at it. All right. So we're going to do our little glasses right here. Ooh, speaking of glasses. And we want them on the book, right? So kind of make sure they're like right on the book. So I just move this up and down to where it looks like to where I can see the line through the glasses, and then that way I can kind of see where the line's at, and you can just line them up right there. All right, then the next thing we're going to do is, while we have the boho blue out, is we're going to take our book. Okay, so this is the angle down here. Those are where your pages are, the bindings over here. Okay, we're going to take our heart and just do a cute little heart right there on the front. Now you can add a sentiment there. You can do different things on the front of the book. I just added a heart. All right, so that is the boho blue that we need. Now we're going to do some coloring. I don't think I need that. So with our coloring, we're going to take, let's see, I don't think I need, there's a couple of these I don't need right now because I use them on something else, but I think this is good. All right, so I did the light petal pink is what I want. I grabbed the dark on accident. Light petal pink. So I just kind of picked some colors that were kind of the same, you know, in tones. So I did just a light petal pink, and these colors lighten up, you know. Ooh, this one's getting kind of dry. Maybe that's why I pulled the dark one out, because my light one's getting dry already. All right, well, we're just gonna, I'll fix that later. All right, so there's that. And then we're going to take the light boho blue, and I did just the middle of the book here. Remember, they lighten up after you do them. When I came into here and I was looking at these, and I was like, that's not the same color. And then I realized, oh wait, they do lighten up a lot. So remember that when you do it. Put it on a piece of paper first if you want, kind of test it out, and then walk away, set it aside, and then go back to it and see if it's the color you want. All right, so there's that. I want to leave my little label there white. This one's really inky. You can just see the ink coming out, so I want to be really careful. All right, and I didn't worry too much about shading or anything like that, because you're going to use whatever colors you have. I'm going to use the soft sea foam, and we are just going to color this right here. Just add a little different color in there. Oh, there goes my kitty. She wants to know what Mom's doing. And then I took the 900, the skin colored ones, the light tone colors, and I did this one. And I just came in and did this kind of like a tan book. I thought that the crumb cake was a little too dark. And so I just added just a little bit of an antique-ish color to it. And I just ran the lines a little bit. I didn't do too much. I'm going to color this though. All the pages on the blue. Okay, so it just kind of gives it a little bit of a beige. I mean, if we had an alcohol marker, if it was beige, I would use that. But and then I went over the book again to make it a little darker, but the pages are still light, because remember what I did is I just kind of went like that to give it a little bit of color. And that's it for the inside. And so let's go ahead and we will add that to our inside panel here. All right. If you didn't hear me at the beginning of the video, I talked about Donna Gray and I working on a fundraiser for the California wildfires. I am in California, and we are doing a fundraiser for that. And I wanted to let you know about it, because there's going to be There is a private Facebook page, and starting the 27th through that whole weekend, we have lots of amazing demonstrators that are going to be presenting videos and having videos in there as a thank you for your donation. I'm going to move this up a little bit. As a thank you for your donation, you're going to have a Facebook group full of inspiration. And it's going to be, it's a minimum of $20 is all you need to donate, and you'll get put in that page. So, oops, oh, look what I did. Gee, I get talking and I forgot. And so if you're interested, they're starting to get everything scheduled for that. It'll start at 2 o'clock on Thursday, the 27th. It'll go through until everybody's done recording that through that weekend. And where did my white paper go? Oh, it's under here. And it'll stay there forever. You can go back and keep watching the videos and get inspiration for that. All right, so I put adhesive on this already, and I needed to step away because I forgot to put my page on, my little fancy fold part here. So we're going to put this on here. This is going to go on here, but we need to also put this inside there. So remember, this is going to be backwards. So let's go ahead and adhere this, because this is embossed with the distressed, I love this distressed tiles, I believe it is, embossing folder. I am going to add liquid. You guys know how normally my nails get dark because my hands are cold. Well, I had my heater on before the video, and then I got warm getting everything ready, and I'm still warm, so they're light now. Funny. Oh yeah, for the books. Let me grab that. Oops, where did it go? I just had it. Oh, I had it out right here. So this is everything in that set for the books. Okay. If you're asking about my kitty, Marva, yeah, my kitty's doing fine. She was remember, she was losing a lot of weight and got really thin for a while, and no reason. She was eating, everything seemed fine. She just was losing a lot of weight. I don't know if that was, it was kind of a beginning of winter, so I don't know why. She didn't seem sick or anything, but she's fine now. All right, so there's that. Now what I want to do is we're going to put liquid on here, and then I'm going to put this on right away, and I want to make sure that this closes and everything. So we're going to add our liquid on the back of here. Okay. You don't need a whole lot. The liquid actually stays really, really well. All right, so just kind of think about where you want to put it. All right. And so I'm thinking, because of course it can't go too far there. It's got to be able to close, right? And so I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to just slide that and make sure it's nice and flush as much as we can into our card, right? Because even though we're going to add stuff inside, and I did move this one up, I believe, because I wanted it up just a little bit higher. Yeah, just a little bit higher. You want to make sure it closes. So it's going to be fine adding that on the top. We're going to open this back up. There's still a little adhesive because of this. So let's go ahead and put this back in. Silly me, got all excited about it. And you want to give yourself some room, but you also want to cover up it over here on the left side. Okay. So if you see that little part right there, that's okay, because that's where you're going to open and close it. So you just want to make sure that it opens and closes, and that's fine. And so let's go ahead and add this. Again, I'm using liquid because we're using an embossing folder. I had so much fun with the bee class. I hope you guys are joining the bee class. I have a really great fancy fold in there, and I am putting that in a swap because I really liked it. And it was in my swap, and then I decided it's got to be in the B class. So it is so cute. It is a fancy fold. All right, so we're going to put that there. Lay that down. Now, if you wanted to, you could definitely add more stuff on here than in here. So, you know, you can put stuff here too if you wanted to. There's a lot of fun things in that stamp set. So, if you felt like you wanted to add like even like a row of white trimmed with the blue and add like a bookshelf or something would be super cute. I didn't think about that till right now, but cute idea. All right, so let's add this on. I think a book marker would be super cute, and some nice like rustic colors would be kind of cool. All right, so we're gonna grab this. All right, so there's that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit more stamping and coloring. So this is going to be interesting. So what I did is I'm going to take a good baby wipe, because this one has pink all over on it. So let's get rid of that one. All right, so I have my baby wipe. We are going to get our markers out, which is Petal Pink and Soft Seafoam. All right, and I am going to ink this up in black. All right, ink, 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 ink. Get it nice and inky. And now let's take off the flowers. So I am going to take off all of the flowers on here. I'm going to move my hand so it's not where the black was, and just kind of wipe it again. Okay, and then I'm going to come down here. So hopefully the black is doing just fine where it's at. And then wipe it off down here. Okay, and I'm just going to move again. Now you could do this with a Stamparatus, but I'm not going to get all crazy about it. And then we're going to do our leaves in Soft Seafoam, and they're kind of light. And our leaves over here, Soft Seafoam. Maybe I did use Stamparatus now that I'm thinking about it, because I can see the black kind of bubbling. And this is really light. I'm going to do this on paper first, just to check myself here. All right, let's see what this looks like first. Yeah, you can barely see the flower color. So we're going to get the Stamparatus out. I'm sure that this is how I started it, and then I said, nope, that's not working. So we're going to put this in here, and I'm going to put this here, and very much on the corner here. We're going to wipe this off. And dry it, kind of. And then we're going to make sure that this is lined up. There we go. Make sure it's lined up. And then I'm going to lay this right here. That's close enough. All right. So what I believe I did at this point is I used the markers. So we're going to put the black ink away. And I'm going to bring in my black marker. And I probably did this. And you're going to bring in your black. And now this is another, a lot of people say, what do you use your markers for? I don't want markers. I don't need them. This is a perfect way to color your stamps using your positioning tool, whatever you have, your Stamparatus. And then stamping. And then lightly pull it up. And I want it a little darker, especially on my Y right here. And my L. So I'm going to stamp those first. And then I want my, no, I think my D looks fine. So that's fine. I'm going to do it like that. And then I'm going to go in. We got to clean that. Get all the black off. All right, I'm going to wipe that. And then I'm going to take my chamois. All right, and then we're going to take our, I want to dry it, so I'm just going to pat it. We're going to take our green and do our leaves. And it's really light because it's soft seafoam, but I want the colors to be light because that's what our card is. So we'll do our leaves. Lift it carefully. Again, it's a really light color. Okay, so the leaves are getting there. You wouldn't want to make a bunch of these. It takes a little time to do this, but. All right, so there's that. I don't care that the peach is still there on the leaves if there's hard, I mean the soft seafoam because it's so light. So we're just going to leave it. I don't have to clean the stamp. The black could double stamp or do something weird, so I like to wipe that off, but we'll do our petal pink. So this bingo has a little more technique in it this time, not so much fancy fold craziness stuff, but I did a little more technique in it. But that's the fun part of the markers, is to come up with your project, and I think that is dark enough. I like it like it is. So that's what we'll do. All right. So there is our tag. So it's fun because you can add those extra little colors and those little changes of things that you might want to tie in all your colors and have your sentiment there. So what I did is, because I popped the book up, I did the label flat. So we're going to just add glue. But and because it was a fancy fold, but if you wanted to, you definitely could pop it up. But because I have this and the book's going to pop up, I decided to just put it right on there. Okay, we'll just add our block and set that aside for now. And let's do our book. We have our book. We need to add our pages on there, but we also need to do our paper. So what I like to do is take your one tab, let your flag part of it stick down, and we're going to put it in our book. So I'm going to look at this. It's the same either way. So we're going to go in right here at the very bottom, let's see, at the very bottom line, and we're going to add one of our flags right there, okay? And then we can cut them and make them as short as we want. So let's put that one there. And then the next one, we're going to come in and we're going to put it in the second line. And you want to be careful because these little lines are kind of fragile. But you can put it in the second line. So kind of like in a book when you open it up and you have your marker there, but it's a ribbon, so it comes down in another spot, and you know it's the second ribbon is your spot, or the first ribbon, or whatever. So, oops, this is upside down. Flag part down. All right, so there we go. So there's our flag that way and that way. I like to kind of do them like a crisscross. I'm going to do this one a little shorter like that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue them. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue right between the two ribbons, barely, like just enough to kind of hold them together. And you can still move those if you want to, because if you look at it, you don't want them too long or too short, right? But then you can take them and cut them. So just make sure you don't cut your pages. Make sure your top blade is behind the pages. All right, and now I'm gonna add glue here and on my pages and at the top and all the way. So you want to add all that glue to make sure, oops, that your pages stick to the book. All right, so we're going to put that there and just lay that down right there. And now I'm just going to push them down. And I want this there, like that. Okay, so just move, now while it's right there, you want to move your, what did I do with my baby white? Oh, you want to move your markers there wherever you want them and make them. I'm going to push this down a little bit because it's kind of poking out the top. There we go. So get it to be, you know, exactly what you want before it starts drying. And then I'm going to just push it down there. So everything is pushed down and holding. And then we're going to add dimensionals in the back. Oh, good, Angelique. It's going to be a really fun class. And those, they're so cute. And I didn't make them Valentine-y. They're not Valentine-y. So hopefully, I'm going to put one in the middle too. Just because that's our center, our spot there at the top. And I forgot, I did not have to put glue on the ribbon part, so I'm just going to dab that real quick with my, there we go. And now we'll bring our card in and just kind of angle our book there. I wanted some white to show. I just kind of moved it right along there where the love's at there. Loved, and just angle it. And then I gave you these gems here, which are these beautiful iridescent faceted gems, which I love. Whoops, sorry, let me mute that. Okay, and then I put one here, and I put one right on the book. So there we go. So there's the book. I mean, the card. It's a really fun fold to do with all different kinds of cards, but I thought that would be really cute for somebody that you love. I mean, you can make it into a religious card, make it more of a Bible if you wanted. You could do like a Harry Potter, or, you know, take a picture for, if it's for a kid, you could take a picture and make it whatever kind of books that they like, Babysitter's Club or whatever. It'd be kind of cute. Do different things with it. So that's card number 3. And now we're on to our bingo. Yay. Oh, good, Stacy. I'm always here to help people spend money. All right, so bingo. Good luck, everybody. right, number 16. Number 18. Number 11. Oh, I'm glad, Marilyn. Number 7. Number 30. Ooh, BIN from Mary. Lots of BIs. Number 9. Number 9. Oh, I'm almost kind of going off. I'm going to pull these forward a little bit. Number 22. Ooh, Robin has a BIN now. Number 2. Ooh, Mary has a BING. Number 3. Number 5. Lots of BIs. Sarah, BIN. Sherry has a BIN. Janet. Number 12. Ooh, Robin has a BING. Number 20. Now the BINs are showing. Janet, BING, 26. Sarah has a BING now. I'm one number ahead right now, so I'm number 1. Now remember, it's whoever calls it first. Oh, Janet. Janet has a bingo. Let me see, where am I? Okay. Number 7, number 12, number 18, 22, and 26. Janet, congratulations. Yay, Janet got the first bingo. So Janet got bingo number 3. Now Robin has a bingo. Let's take a look. Robin has 1, 5, 11, 9, and 30. So Robin, you have a consolation prize. Do you want to continue on, or do you want to take a consolation prize. Now, I already had this number down when I saw the other bingo. That's how it works, is whatever numbers are down. The last time I was just putting a number down when I saw her bingo, so that number shouldn't have counted. But I will go back and look because I'm going to send you something anyway. I should have explained that a little bit. Oh, Mary needed a 28. So Robin, let me know, do you want to continue on and try for another bingo, or do you want a consolation prize? So just let me know, and we will mark it down as that. And then continue. Yay, congratulations. That's the hard part with the delay on trying to watch the bingos and pull the numbers and everything at the same time. Yes, I will take the consolation prize. Okay, let me write that down. Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's continue on to card number 4. Now remember, I have 5 cards. The last one is your bonus card, okay? And I'll explain that for those that may not have heard it before, because I have mentioned what the bonus card is about. All right, so card number 4 is this beautiful card. I just absolutely love it. I don't use peach enough. I think it's so pretty, and I just loved it with this paper. And so this is what the card looks like. And then we have a happy birthday. I decided to change up the birthday. So I'm going to show you a different happy birthday, and then you can decide which one. This is with the birthday wishes, the wildflower birthday, I should say, not birthday wishes. And then I will try to go with the next birthday and show you what I decided to use. So here is what your kit's going to look like. All right, we're going to start on the inside. So we'll move all that over. Here's your inside. Let's stamp it first. That way, just in case I boo-boo, we know to grab another piece of white paper. So that's kind of one of the clues I have. This is a new one. I have not used this one before, so we're just going to wipe it down with the chamois. All right, and then I like to, I'm going to wipe it off here because I want it to be dry. I just don't want to put baby wipes on it because it's a solid image. And I'm going to line this up and we're going to use Pool Party. And we're just going to do a nice happy birthday right there. And so what I try to do is look at the lines on the side and just get a good image. But I thought this one was a really fun happy birthday, so I decided to use it and do something a little bit different. So let's bring our silicone mat back in. Let's do our adhesive here and get our card put together. I just took a piece of the card, whatever scrap I had. You could turn it over. It has those color. Well, it has a little bit of the green, but it's not even, I don't think it's the same green. And it's in one spot right there. But I like the other side to match. Let's close this up. I'm going to use liquid. So if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you might want to go check out next month's Paper Pumpkin. This is what the box looks like. And make sure you grab the add-on. I know they were getting low in stock, so you want to grab that. But it's going to be the birthday celebration Paper Pumpkin. It's celebrating their birthday. It's going to be, you get an extra stamp set. It's going to be so cute. So make sure you check it out. You don't want to miss out on it. All right, we're going to add our glimmer right there. Turn that off and glue it on the inside. How pretty that is with the glimmer in there. All right, so let's set that aside. We're going to, now of course, this is going to pile up on top of this. You're not even going to know we took that right out of there, out of the arches. So we're going to add this on here with our adhesive. Remember, you could go around this, but I'm going to go around the edges because that's, I know it's going to, I want it, it would stick here, but I still want my corners to be kind of glued down, so I might as well just go around my edges here. And I do put a couple of dots of thicker, like up here, like thicker glue, just because I want it to really make sure it adheres to the glimmer. We'll get that to go on there. And I don't go too close to the edge, but you want it enough to where you can like press down that glue and it doesn't ooze out all over the place. Okay, so there's that. See, there's a little bit there, so I went a little close right there, which is fine. That's why I like my silicone mat. All right, so now I'm going to turn that over because I got that wet. And I'm just going to continue with liquid glue. All right, but I do like to put something, I love my silicone mat to put under lighter colored paper so I can see the edges really well. And when I use darker, I like to use the white behind it just so you can see your edges really well. Because if it was on here and if it was white paper, it would be, you know, a lot harder to see. All right, so we'll set that aside. And now let's take our arch. Now notice I took the middles out. And now I have a pile of these because I'm going to use this for something else. Remember, whenever you're using specialty paper, glimmer paper, anything like that, get the most out of your paper. And so if you can save that and use this for something else, now I have a smaller arch in the glimmer and it's going to be perfect for something else. So this is going to be that size in between. So I wouldn't want to cut the centers out of this size because this needs to glue onto something, right? Now you can glue here if you wanted. I still do the outside of this just to make sure I don't miss any of the glimmer paper. If you did it just on the glimmer paper, it might be too far in and then you won't get that extra. And so I just make sure I have it all the way around and put it on really well. Okay, and now you could take like your, the blocks work great for stuff like this. Just set it aside. It doesn't even have to be pushed down. What you want to do is have your glue kind of start drying just a little bit. If your glue starts drying just a little bit, then you can come back in and push it down and it's really going to hold. So just, I want to keep it in place is what I want. So you could pick it up and look at it. Make sure all your image is on there and you're at the top of your dots right there. And so you still have all that space. So you have plenty of space. So you're good, but you want it to stay where it's at. And I think I actually want to move this up just a tiny bit. Okay, a little more centered. All right, so we're going to move that over for just a minute. Let that set while I get the glue off my hands. All right, now we want to take our beautiful cake and pop it up. So I want dimensions. So here's my dimensionals. I'm going to put these on. And remember, this is ephemera, so like DSP, it's a little thinner. It's not thick like cardstock, so I tend to put a little more dimensionals on. And then I am going to, where's my pokey tool? I'm going to take these 2 half dimensionals and I'm going to put them right here. One right there. And you can take small ones if you want, but this works fine. And that one right there. As long as you turn it over and you don't see the dimensionals, you're good to go. All right, so that's good. Now we're going to take this and we want to add our pretty flower here on our cake platter. So I'm going to put that on the bottom and just put that like right there, like it's part of our cake decoration. All right, so right there. And then we're going to take a glue dot. Make sure you're getting the right side of your bow. And I'm going to do that. Add our glue. I've noticed in the weather, certain weather, like if it's really cold, it seems like the glue dots don't stick as well. And so it's not here, but wherever I send this to, I want to make sure it's going to stay on. So I like to add a little bit of glue to my bows. All right, so this is good, I think. We're going to take those off, bring this back. I'm going to make sure it's all adhered, and we are going to pop this up. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, I want to make sure I don't get any glue. See what I just did? I want to make sure I don't get any glue on that, so I'm going to bring that down. And we're going to, I have glue right there, so I'm just going to put these kind of to the side of it. Oops. All right, that's probably too many, but you know, I don't want it going anywhere. Especially when you have the two they're glued together and then it's such a thin frame. I'd rather give a few extra dimensionals and keep some glitter and use that instead of hiding it all, right? Stretch your budget. Use your dimensionals and keep your glitter. All right, so let's pull our card in. We're just going to put that right in the center, about right there. Looks good. And now we'll do our cake. I really appreciate you guys playing bingo. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you enjoy your projects and you'll learn something, no matter if it's a technique or a tip or color combination, fancy folds. Okay, so remember that you are using dimensionals on top of an embossing folder, especially this little circle dots one, dotted circle embossing folder. And you want to make sure that you really get those dimensionals pushed down and stuck, okay? I don't usually put the glue on the dimensionals to make them stick because they'll stick just fine. So I'm not too worried about that. We have a fun happy birthday on the inside. I tried a different one over here. This one came with a set, the Wildflower Birthday. This one was with the Pattern of Friendship, which I thought was fun. But we need to add our embellishments on here. So let's use our, we do not have Pool Party, but we do have Summer Splash. And in these, I thought it looked pretty good. Let me make sure those are what I used, yeah. And then I find a flat spot. So I'm going to find a flat spot and add I'm going to go inward on this one. I could have gone down here, but that was pretty low. And then I just added one up here on the flat spot there. So there we go. Super fun. And I love, if you guys took my birthday, the Wildflower birthday class, I had so much fun making all the projects. And then this I made, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to add this in bingo, because remember, when I do bingo, I have to think of stuff that you may not have, or I have to think of stuff that you can do if you don't have stuff. That's what I meant. So if you don't have a stamp set, or if you don't have, you know, a birthday cake or whatever like this, I could provide everything for you. You just have to come up with a stamp set for the sentiment. So happy birthday. Super easy. You could add it on the front if you wanted to. So I thought, ooh, this is a good bingo card. And sometimes there's certain things that I really want to make in bingo, but if you don't have the bundle, then that's when I'm like, well, how am I going to do that? So like, for example, if I stamped a flower, I'm not too concerned, because you probably have a flower stamp set, right? You can put any flower, or any sentiment. But there's certain things that I can't do on a bingo, which I wish I could. So then I end up doing a class. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Oh, Marilyn, that's great. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Oh, you're welcome. All right, let's go. Good luck, number 16. And then I have one more card after this, and it's your bonus card. And what a bonus card is instead of me creating a thank you card and putting it in your package, and you know, sometimes it's a thank you card, sometimes it's a birthday card that I just put in there for you to use. Sometimes I sign them. Most of the times sometimes I don't. I just decide, you know what, let's do a birthday card. That's what I felt. That's what I wanted to do. And I would give you some different, you know, an idea. Well, I decided, why am I signing them? Why don't I just make you a card, but I'm not making the card. I'm just going to give you the kit as a bonus kit instead of me making a thank you card. A couple of reasons. Number one, you could use it for something. Okay, 16, 13, 15. You could use the card for something, but it also takes me a long time to make all of my thank you cards between classes and bingo. I always will make thank you cards for my customer purchases. But for classes and, ooh, hello, I pulled out two. I grabbed one. Number 8. For purchases and bingo, I thought, you know what? Why don't I do that? And then that way you still get the card, but you can make it and use it. But it gives you a different, you know, another idea. So it's kind of like having 5 cards. Number 11. Normally I will do the bonus card in a different video if it's a class. But if it's bingo, I'm just going to show it to you on here. If it's an easy, I'm going to try and make them a little easier. 21. Just for those people that, you know, kind of want to do a quick card. So, but it still has layers. It still has everything. It's just a little more simple, which is what I'm trying to kind of learn myself. Number 17. I'm terrible at trying to do simple cards. I just make them too complicated. And then I think, why am I making them so complicated? Number 1. So sometimes we just want that quick and simple, but, you know, a really nice layered and well put together card. But let's not have to get so crazy about it, right? So that's what I decided I'm going to try and do. We'll see how that works. Number 22. And this gives me more time. My main thing was it gives me more time to come up with more classes, get ahead on bingo, get things done. Number 7. I thought if I wanted to do a class in the middle of the day, a video, instead of, you know, nighttime all the time, maybe I could throw one in once in a while. Anna. Okay, how about this one? 19. I'll keep trying. Uh-oh, sirens. Ooh, Sherry has a B-I-N, and so does Rosie. 24. Ooh, Mary has a B-I-N. All right, this is our last bingo, but we do have one more card. Number 10. Ooh, 2 B-I-N-G, 3 B-I-N-Gs. All right, I'm going to have to slow my roll a little bit here then. You guys are quick. All right, I'm going to wait till the next number is called. That's on my screen, and then I'll pull out a number. Number 2. Okay, Angelique has a B-I-N, Tanya, Sarah, Stephanie, Juanita. Oh, Kathy has a bingo. Let's take a look. Once we get close, I have to slow down because it goes a little crazy. All right, 2, 19, 15, 24, and 11. Kathy, I don't see an 11, and I have you down with an 11. Oh, there's 11 right there. Oh, okay. Yay, Kathy. I'm like, why don't I see it? Number 4. And I even have my glasses. Oh, no, I don't. They're on my head. Thank you, Rosie. Congratulations, Kathy. Bingo winner number 4. Yay, yay, yay. Welcome. All right. Mary says yes, then she says no. Okay. Want to make sure. All right, everybody. Congratulations. Let's go to your bonus card so I can show you what your bonus card is. I really like it. It was a fun card. I love this paper. How come I can't find the card? I moved it. Oh, no. What did I do with it? One second. I just had that card, and now I don't know why it's not where it's supposed to be. Well, you might just have to see it as I do it, because well, here is your bonus card. Huh. That is so weird, unless I put it in a package already. I just had it before the video. How could that just walk away? I think Anna, what did you do with it? Well, we're going to get to see the card right now. I'm going to show you how the card's made. Except it would be nice if I had it so I can remember exactly, but all right. That is so weird. It was right here. That's what I get for cleaning up. Oh, let me see. I moved some stuff behind me, the paper pumpkins maybe. Nope. Well, weird, because it was right here. Let me make sure it's not in my case. Wow. Okay, well, we're going to put it together. Yay. All right, so the inside. We are going to make this a landscape card. So with Pretty Peacock. The paper is called Everyday Happiness, I believe. The stamp set is Everyday You and Me, and I am loving this paper and this whole set. So if you haven't seen it, it is in the, it's the new scrapbook set. Okay, I'm really going crazy. I don't know what happened to that. All right, let me find my mat here. All right, let's glue this down. I want flower side up, of course. Yes, I'm blaming you, Anna. You know what, you guys, I'm going to find it. I packed up my stuff to take with me on my trip tomorrow. And I'm wondering if I had it in my hand, but I know I put it here because it was here when I pulled the color that I needed when I was pulling all the product. It's just weird. I'll find it. I'll post below where I find it, when I find it, whenever that may be. Oh, I wonder if it went under my mat. It could have. Okay, anyway, let's continue on so you guys can go to sleep. All right, so we have two different pieces. Let me show you the DSP. Yes, I'm using a retired scalloped contour die because I have a stack of them. If you have retired items like this, use them. Use them, use them. I love those. I hope we come out with something amazing. Okay, here's our stripes on the other side of that paper. And then on this side of the paper, it's like that beachy paper that I used with the seagulls. So really beautiful paper. I love it. And then we used, of course, Pretty Peacock. So again, this is the same papers on the front. So that was part of the beachy side. That's what I say. It's the beachy side. It's beautiful, beautiful paper. And it looks like there's texture. I'll show you. And it is not. It's just flat paper. So look at this. And they both look like they have texture. Can you see? It looks like texture, and it is not. They are flat, but they're so pretty. All right, so here's one. You're just going to add your paper on the inside. We're going to add it right on top of our Pretty Peacock. Make sure my glue's not, oops, Pretty Peacock. See, now I don't need that on here. I can put this right on here so I can see it. We're just going to put that right there. All right. And we'll put, see, now I want the dark underneath. See how easy it is to see it versus on here. So I like to just have a dark behind so I can see those edges and see my spacing. Okay. What is that? Oh, that must be in the paper. I don't know what that is. Okay, a little black speck. And then I am going to layer these up. Does anybody watch the show Traders? Oh, thank you, Juanita. Kathy, how are you doing? All right, so again, I'm going to, even when it's on the top layer, I'll bring in my silicone mat. And then I take my fingers, my back fingers, and I hold it down. And I'm focusing down here. If it's going to be even here, here, and here, then it's going to be even on the top. The even spacing. Because we know how we cut it and just the measurements. Okay, so now I go up and I look up this side. I'm still holding this one up in case I need to move it or anything. but I don't because it's all fine. Okay, now we're going to layer these two up. Oh, good. Well, you take care of yourself. Okay, so the flowers kind of go, I mean, there's not really an up or down, but like I'm focusing here, so I want that up. It doesn't matter. We're pretty much covering it up, but I just kind of look at it and decide which way I think looks better, which it really doesn't matter because we're going to cover it up anyway. All right, so we're going to pop this up. Let's see. All right, so now we have pretty much our whole card put together. We just need to do our sentiment, and there's some fun technique with that I'll show you. So we are going to just kind of look at where you're putting it. I think that looks good. Look how pretty that is by itself, that paper. So you get to see this little stitching kind of print, but we've got a lot of the flower, and I wanted a small enough piece to put on the top so that we could see all those flowers because they're so pretty. But now let's show you what I did with our sentiment. I'm going to turn our paper over a little bit so we can get some clean space here. All right, so the first thing I did is I'm going to take this new stamp set, the Pattern of Friendship. This is the one that has that embossing folder or the large die that does the dots down the background. And then that is what goes with this one. But these are some great sentiments. This is where that happy birthday came from. And so I made a card that I had so much fun making. So I'm going to line up my grid and kind of get it nice and neat here. And then I'm going to line this up right about here. And then I'm going to bring in my pretty peacock. And I am going to, this is a bold image. So I'm just going to wipe it with my chamois here. And I'm going to get it, oh, I got to put my glasses again, jeez. And then ink it all up. And I like to move it around a little bit. And I'm going to put it not too high, but, oh, I need to do it again. Once you start seeing your letters and your alphabet on there, you know, your words start bubbling a little bit, just hit the ink pad one more time so you can get a nice bold image, okay? Because the image is big, it's going to hold a lot of that ink, but then it kind of starts to bubble it up a little bit, and I wanted it nice and bold, so make sure you do that. Oh, sorry, my head was in the way. All right, so I don't need, see, I wish I knew. Did I put Bestie? Yeah, I think I did it in this color. We're just going to say I did because I don't remember. So we're going to say, you bring so much love and laughter, and then we're going to put Bestie. Right there, okay? And then we're going to bring in our other color. We are going to bring in this flower, and this is from the Everyday You and Me, this one right here, which goes with this paper set. And we are going to use Lost Lagoon and Lost Lagoon and Wild Wheat. And I am going to do the leaves first. I lay it down and I use the side. So you can go right up close to that flower. I want to do it kind of quickly because we want to get it on our card. So I'm going to do the leaves last. I'm going to get this and I leave them open. If I'm doing a lot of them, I just lay them down here next to me and do all of them at one time. And we're going to do the flower. I'm going to huff on it and I'm going to add it. Okay, so now we have this really cute set. I kind of think I may have done Bestie and Wild Wheat, but I don't think I did because I didn't think it was bold enough. And so we have that. We are going to add our dimensionals on the back of this. So here is your bonus card. You can change the sentiment to whatever you want. But you have this beautiful paper and card, and you can create sympathy card, birthday, anniversary, whatever you want. But I thought this was so fun and such a great sentiment. So I'm going to add this right here. And then I use some embellishments I don't even know that I've used before. So I used these embellishments, and they are the low profile. Let me see. I don't think I have them right here. You have these gold looking ones, but you also have, no, I think they're in a project that I'm working on. But you also have like clear. I think you have gold and like a pink, like a soft pink color. And so I thought these were perfect because they're low profile. They've got that gold look to them. So I'm going to, I think I just did it right here and right here. And then I put one up here. And there you go. How cute and simple and fast is that? You've got all your layers, you've got your dimension, you've got popped up. You have a technique here to use your markers, and you're using up a lot of your DSP. It's so pretty, and you have so much paper that you're like, I need a card that uses a lot of DSP. One of the things you could do is, I've got this embossed right here. What I'm going to show you is, remember these, our new rectangles we're getting? This one I embossed, this rectangle, but this one could go right here, and then you could add a nice big sentiment too. And so, and you could even emboss it and then pop something up, you know, on top of it or whatever. So whatever works for you. But that is your last card for your bonus. That's your bonus card. There is card number 4. I'm going to be crazy looking for that. Number 3. Number 2, and this is number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There are all the cards from tonight's bingo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, thanks you guys. I hope you will join next bingo next month. We're going to have some really fun projects. I've got 3 of them done already, and 1 in mind that I'm going to make. Congratulations to those that won the paper pumpkin. I'll get those out to you next week when I get back. I have to go pack because we're leaving tomorrow. The only thing I have packed are my swaps that I have to put together. No clothes, no hair supplies, nothing else. But I have my craft supplies packed. So we will be doing that. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed bingo. Don't forget, if you're able to, donate to the the Southern California wildfire fundraiser we're doing. You are going to have access to an amazing Facebook page that's just going to have a whole bunch of inspiration from 29 other demonstrators. So it is going to be a lot of fun. And Stampin' Up! I think we have 4 presentations from Stampin' Up! That are going to come on. And then that'll be a Facebook page private to just those that donate. And you can go back and watch them anytime and get some inspiration there. Sherry, yes, come up and say hi. Yes, if you are going to North Carolina, to Raleigh, on stage, please do come say hi. I'm going to have some general swaps too, so come find me. Thanks, everybody. I know my granddaughter, she's going to be 10 next week. Anna, I can't even believe it. So, yeah, 10. Double digits. She's super excited. Last night she told me, Ani, I'm going to be double digits. And I said, I know. You have to stop growing. And Grayson lost his other tooth. Okay, so, quick story. He had like a little spit gland thing that was clogged or something. I don't know. So they went in and fixed it. And the dentist came out, or the surgeon came out and said, he's all done. Everything's great, but he's got this tooth that's just barely hanging there. And they're like, yeah, we know, but if you want to pull it, you can. And he's like, oh, I'll take care of it. And so I told my son, be prepared. You probably get a $400 for pulling a tooth that's barely hanging on. But my grandson was so excited because he said the tooth fairy still came, even though he lost his tooth at the doctor's office. Yay, was it me? Oh, thank you, Marilyn. She saves all the cards. We built her like this built-in desk thing in her wall in her room because she had like this cove in her room. And so my husband built her this big desk with shelves and everything and light and all that. And so she puts all her cards up. So it's so sweet. But anyway, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic week. Remember, I will not be here Sunday. I will be with my siblings. I'll be traveling from my granddaughters to my siblings to go see them. But I will be back Monday night. And I will be back on Wednesday. Don't forget, there's only 9 days left of celebration. So get your products. I'm still trying to earn my trip. So if you are able to and need anything, let me know. I'd love to help you out. And that's about it. Don't forget, links below for all my classes, my next bingos and everything. If you have any questions about anything and need any help, please let me know. Thanks a lot and have a great week, everybody. See you later.